Everybody, it's Andre. It's been like a week or two. I kind of got caught up in some crazy good stuff and I forgot that video diaries were a thing that I was doing. So here I am, feeling like a really awkward, janky news correspondent. And actually I have a microphone right next to me that I can use. So I'll just be speaking into this for the next little while because it feels really natural. Anyway, it is about Thursday, October 9th, around 2 p.m. I am waiting for my very good friend Joey Minx to get to my home so we can do some camming for Kink Live. By the time you see this, it will have already happened. Sad for you, but I promise that there will be many more times in the future. So if you don't follow me on Twitter at @andre.shakti already, you should, because I tweet about every single time I'm going to be on cam. So, okay, I'm actually going to put this down because Hitachis are kind of heavy. Oh my gosh, so much is going on. I'm going to try and make this a short and sweet one. And of course, as usual, there are like a ton of events happening, so I'm going to spend some time talking about that because that's what I do, is work, 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 never stop. I am joined today by my good friend, The Fucking Machine, who I invested in at via extremerestraints.com. They had a booth set up at Folsom Street Fair a few weeks ago and generously offloaded this Maestro fucking machine to me for a very nice price, and it is now mine. And believe it or not, I have not actually used it. I thought that I would just stop leaving my house for a period of time, but it turns out that even though I have a fucking machine, the world does not stand still, and I still have obligations and responsibilities to attend to. So I will be breaking this in with Joey Minx today. Don't know who's going to use it or how, but it's going to happen, god damn it. So that's why he's here. He needs a name, by the way. If you have a name for the fucking machine, you have a name suggestion. It's kind of like everyone around my age right now is like having kids, so they're like looking for crowdsourcing for baby names on social media. I am going to crowdsource for a name for my fucking machine. Any gender, go for it. Go to town. So tonight there is a screening in Emeryville at a place called Guava, G-U-A-V-A, at 8 p.m. and it's part of the Bike Smut tour. Bike Smut is an organization / company, not quite sure which, that produces pretty much exactly what it sounds like. They produce bike-centric, pornographic, erotic material, and that is bicycle-centric, not like motorcycle-centric. Though, really exciting news, they are branching out a little bit, which is why I'm actually going this evening, a submission to the festival that is going to be one of the films being screened this evening, is a film called Waiting for Beast, that I had a role in. The primary character is a wonderful friend and performer named Lyric Seal, and it's a kind of a series of small vignettes of Lyric having these hookups, these little like erotic adventures while their partner, played by me, waits for them. And it covers a lot about agency. Lyric uses a wheelchair as their primary form of transportation, so it's a lot about agency and permission, and it was just a really intense and fun and like multi-layered project to be a part of. And they submitted it to the Bike Smut Festival and it was accepted, and so I'm gonna go see it in its entirety for the first time this evening. I think it's already screened in San Francisco and Oakland, so it's going to be here in Emeryville, where I reside. And yeah, so that's exciting. I hope anyone out there who watches it is really enjoying it, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So that's going on. Tomorrow I'm going to this thing called Hell in the Armory, which can be found at hellinthearmory.com. For those of you who know me outside of these video diaries, I am probably one of the most enthusiastic Halloween consumers slash participants you will ever meet. It is my favorite holiday, and in the past I have greeted it with many celebrations and lots of joy and multiple Halloween costumes that I spent lots of time and money putting together. And this year I don't really have the time or money to prioritize Halloween in that way, but I still love it. I also come from the Philadelphia area, where Philadelphia is home of one of the best haunted houses in the United States, which is the Eastern State Penitentiary. And so I've been to Eastern State. It's this like creepy ass old prison, massive, takes up a whole city block, not entirely unlike the San Francisco Armory. So I guess I have high stakes. I've already been really impressed by one of the nation's best haunted houses. So, Hell in the Armory, which is a haunted house in the Armory. That's, gonna be, going, I believe, every night until Halloween. Just started a few days ago, and I have tickets. So I'm gonna go see how this tour measures up to the Eastern State Penitentiary. I think it'll be less scary for me inherently because I'm already familiar with the San Francisco Armory and its layout, and I know some of the people who are involved in the haunted house. So I think it'll just be a cool experience more than anything, but I will let you guys know how that goes. I did hear that on the first night of the haunted house, which was on Tuesday night, they had to fire one of their actors already. The actor was actually playing the part of a masturbating clown. So I don't really know exactly what you have to do to get fired from your job as a masturbating clown. I don't know if he like ejaculated in someone's eye, but I mean, that is like your one job, man, right? Like your one job is to be a masturbating clown. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe something exciting like that will happen. I don't want to get my eye jizzed in, but like maybe something exciting will happen like that tomorrow night. I don't know. Also this weekend, after Hell in the Armory, actually, I'm go-go dancing at the Elbow Room, and also in the Mission in San Francisco for a party called Fix Your Hair, which just makes me want to like do this every time I say it. That's gonna be really fun. Apparently it was an ongoing party for a while, went on hiatus, and now is back. It's my first time dancing there, and I just went to the Elbow Room. It's a really rad space if you haven't been there, even if you're just going like looking for a bar and a place to like chill out. It's really cool. So if you're in the area, you should check it out. I made it this whole way without looking at my piece of paper, so I hope that you are all really impressed. I'm gonna look at my piece of paper right now. Let's see. Oh, what am I doing next week? I'm having really awesome sex next week. I am fucking some boys next week, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm so excited that I'm slipping on my words. I get to do a much anticipated scene with the gorgeous Owen Gray for formerly Fucked and Bound, now being promoted as Dungeon Sex. It's a site under kink.com, brand new. And so we're shooting on Tuesday. I'm really stoked about that. I have a huge crush on Owen. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. And then on Wednesday, I get to shoot some content for my website, as well as for a new project of Isabel Dresler's, who goes by Bella Blush. She's done some of the video content on my website, as well as some of the photo sets. And I get to shoot with Brock Avery, who is another huge boy crush of mine, does gay porn as well as straight porn, just gorgeous, gorgeous hunk of man, really fun and laid back, great sense of humor, up for just about anything, but in particular really up for a cock of mine in his ass. So we're going to be doing some strap-on and ass worship play on Wednesday, and the lovely Jezebel, who is another performer that frequents the kink.com community, will also be in town and is going to shoot some content with us that way. So, yay! I get to have great sex with so many people for 2 days in a row next week. Someone's messaging me on Facebook, so you're gonna have to deal with that noise. I guess the last thing that I want to point out is that yesterday I posted an article and a review and an essay and an interview all in one on my blog. If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. It is a review of a book that I just finished recently called Sweet and Rough, 16 Stories of Queer Smut. I think that's the title. And it's by Sinclair Sexsmith, a good friend of mine. It is insanely hot. It's a book of queer erotica if you are queer and kinky and you want to see like some of the hottest stories you've ever read, where you can actually like find yourself represented in some porn, and some erotica. This is definitely the book for you. And I wrote a little bit of a review. I'm not great at literary reviews. I just don't think that I have like the chops really or the authority to dissect a piece of literature in the way that maybe lots of traditional reviews do. But I included some fun anecdotes about my early masturbation techniques and history, I guess. And I had a little interview with Sinclair, which is really fun, so you can read about that. It's very sexy. And I took some of my favorite excerpts out of the anthology and threw them up on the blog as well. So some lights, relatively safe for work Friday reading for you, or Thursday reading. And that's about it. I seem to do these right before weekends. I kind of have this like urge around this time. So once again, I hope you guys have a wonderful, fun, scary, silly, sexy, safe, whatever the fuck you're doing weekends. And again, I would love to hear from you with any questions or comments or compliments or suggestions about things to talk about in the future. That's about it. So I'm just gonna get back to my fucking machine. And I think Joy Mix is here. So, bye!